My HOA said my chickens were too loud and had to go. But instead of fighting back with anger, I came up with a plan so clever they didn't know whether to laugh or run. Here's how I turned clucking chaos into HOA humiliation. So here's how this started. I've got this peaceful little backyard setup, nice garden, couple of fruit trees, and my pride and joy, a beautiful little chicken coop with 6 happy hens. I raised them myself, and honestly, they're not just birds, they're family. Every morning they give me fresh eggs, keep the bugs away, and honestly, just watching them peck around brings me peace. That peace didn't last long. I get this letter in my mailbox, stamped with that dreaded HOA seal. It says, "Your chickens are a noise nuisance and must be removed within 10 days. At first, I laughed, thought it was a joke. But nope, they were serious. Apparently, a few neighbors complained that the chickens were disturbing the peace. Mind you, no one complained about the neighbor's barking Rottweilers or the teenager who plays drums at 2 a.m. Nope, just my chickens. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I attended the HOA meeting to talk it out. I even brought homemade deviled eggs, courtesy of the hens. Thought maybe some kindness could smooth things over. Wrong. The HOA president, Karen, yes, that's actually her name, says, "We don't allow livestock in the community. It's in the rules." Livestock? These girls are quieter than most toddlers. I asked for proof of noise. They pulled out a phone recording. It was literally a 5-second clip of a hen clucking twice. I almost laughed again. So I got to thinking, how do I protect my chickens and prove they're not a problem? That night, it hit me. If the issue is noise, then let's make some comparisons. Phase 1 of my plan, I set up a noise test. I recorded the chickens during their loudest cluck fest. Then I recorded my neighbor's leaf blower, the garbage truck on pickup day, and Karen's own yappy Pomeranian barking for 3 minutes straight. Guess what? The chickens were the quietest. Phase 2, I made posters with decibel levels of each and held a noise awareness booth in the neighborhood park. People laughed and they learned. But here's the best part. Phase 3, I installed tiny soundproof panels around the coop. That's right, I turned their little house into a luxury insulated chicken bunker. No more sound complaints. Then I invited a few curious neighbors to tour the coop, gave away free eggs, let their kids feed the chickens. It turned into a little community moment. And who showed up? HOA Karen. She marched in with her clipboard, looked at the new setup and said, "Well, if the noise issue is handled, I suppose it's fine." She looked defeated, beautifully defeated. I smiled and said, "Glad we could cluck and compromise." Now, the neighbors love the chickens. Some are even considering getting their own. Karen hasn't said a word since. And that, my friends, is how I saved my chickens, with facts, friendliness, and a little feathery revenge.